Name's Roger Boaty. Mr. George Roger Boaty.
Hello, my darlings, and a very warm welcome to Thursday. Gosh, this week has flown, hasn't it? They all tend to these days. A very warm welcome to Thursday Night Live with me, who will be coming into your eyes and your ears, direct from Windy Bottom here in the Peak District. And I apologise for being a minute or three late. I was leaving work tonight on an absolute high. Some things have gone very right today. The restaurant was exceptionally busy, which is great. Business is good, you know. And it was my head chef Ram's birthday. So, you know, spirits were high. Drink was taken, not by me. Well, I had a mouthful of wine, but they were all giddy as anything. And, you know, I was leaving work on an absolute joyful note. And I was just doing before I set off, I was just doing a diary entry, and suddenly the passenger door opened. And I got hit with a bit of a bombshell, which has knocked me sideways a bit. Don't worry, nothing devastating. Nobody's ill or hurt or anything like that. It's not that kind of thing, but it is a bit of a bombshell. It's unexpected and unwanted, and I can't really talk about it. Not on a public video anyway. If anybody's really interested, contact me privately. I'll tell you what's going on. It's nothing devastating. It's just, things are going to change, and I would prefer them not to. But there we are. That's the rest of the day has been great. It's been bloody hectic, as you'll see when you see today's diary. I was all behind like a cow's tail all day. There are a couple of jobs that I needed to get done that I didn't. I didn't make it to the post office. But all good. I had some excellent news tonight. And anyway, there we are. It's Thursday, and that means that it's Sorry, my eyes just went blurry now. I thought for a minute it was you. Hopefully we haven't got any sound or audio issues tonight. There we are. Get to a bit more central. So hopefully we're all good to go, and I'm here with you until midnight. I'm delighted that you've joined me, and I'll get to you individually any minute now. And tonight is Mad Thursday. On Thursdays we let it all hang out, anything goes, so over to you. Whatever you want, talk about anything you want, throw any questions at me that you like, anything at all. So yeah, let's have a mad hour. Let's have a bit of fun, and first of all, let's have a slurp of wine, shall us? Your very good health, and here's to a bitter and sweet day. Gosh, yeah. Oh, that is very pleasant indeed. Very pleasant indeed. It's only the usual cheap, feel that going down. It's only the usual cheap plonk. It's nothing special or out of the ordinary. I'm just particularly ready for it tonight, and it's pretty much at the perfect temperature. And that's nice. Now then, who have I got? Who have I got? Who have I got? Shall I applaud you again like I did yesterday? I quite like that. Yeah, let's do that. Right, first and foremost, first cab off the rank, Tracy the Greenwood, who says I'm not supposed to be here, but I am. Evening all. Good evening to you, Trace. Simon is here from the well-known YouTube channel. I'm so sorry. The well-known YouTube channel and one of our community channels, Spanking Plankton. So good evening, Simon. Adam is here, Pure Evil. Good evening to you, Adam. Barry is here, that guy from SETI Alpha 5. Hello, sir. Hello, all. Hello to you. Jaden is here, Everything Cars. Evening, all. How's things? Good evening, Jaden. I'm going to suggest the first subject, says Simon, and it's, what's the best potato? Oh, well, before I read your suggestions, I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with Jersey Royal. Let's see what Simon's suggestions are. Oh, mashed or boiled. You can only pick from those two. Well, you're not giving us much of a choice there, Simon, because they are in fact the same thing to all intents and purposes. Mashed potatoes are boiled potatoes that have been mashed, and boiled potatoes are boiled potatoes that haven't as yet been mashed. But apparently you can only pick between those two. So there we are. Well, I mean, of those two, it depends what the type of potato is, Simon. I mean, if it's a Jersey Royal, I would want it boiled, or preferably steamed, and I would like it to be tossed in butter, mint and parsley. I certainly wouldn't want it to be mashed. Whereas if it was a King Edward, yeah, I'll have it mashed. Because it's a bit boring when it's boiled, isn't it? So, that's a tricky one there. You've kind of blinkered us a bit, because you've eliminated a lot of possibilities there. But I'll leave it to you. Go with that one. Matt is here. Longman, the artist previously known as Underscore. Ooh, baby. And he says, good evening all. Good evening to you, Matt. Joe Cox is here, the lovely Joe. Thank you, Joe. I haven't opened it yet, but I'm about to. Round of applause for Joe. And says, good evening. Hope all are okay. I second that hope. Bad Books is here. And says he would prefer mashed. Round of applause for Bad Books. I had a great idea for a subject earlier, says Trace, but many wines later, I can't remember what it is, no idea. Oh, right, splendid. Oh well, it's the thought that counts, Trace, isn't it? Neil Gibbons is here and says hello all. And for once, I actually think we are not wonked, says Joe. And no, I don't think you are. I think you were pretty much still in position from last night. Mike is here, Classic Wheels Wales. Evening, Jason. Evening, humans. Good evening to you. Hubby is here. Hubby is here and says, golly gosh, he's late again. What a silly chap. Only in not quite so many words and with a few more asterisks. Bad Books is here. Good evening to you. Right, jolly good, splendid, spiffing. Have you heard, says Matt? Matt, you are a wind-up merchant. You're a terrible man. You know what I was expecting to read there. But he says, have you heard 2024 is next year? See, I'll read that one out. Oh, 2024 is the year of the streetwise. Hashtag 2024 yachts. There, okay? If you can't beat them, join them. That's what I say. And Mustard and Boaty, as a corporate entity, now have a streetwise on the books, albeit as a personal vehicle, not as a for sale vehicle. Continuing our long of proud history of buying cars to sell and keeping them ourselves. Arguably not the greatest business model, but we are arguably not the greatest businessmen, and that's probably why we're poor, but happy. And we have good lunches, and there's a lot to be said for a good lunch. I'm sure there's many a rich man who doesn't have a good a lunch as we do. Splendid food in a nice caravan with the best company and the best laughs ever. I wouldn't swap it. I really wouldn't. Bombshell, says Trace. Being made redundant and the universe has spoken so you can focus on your creative content online. Gosh, no, Trace, but you're not a million miles away. Oh, bless you, Simon. Hope you're okay, fella. I'm fine, and yeah, I know where you are, guys. Thank you so much. It's nothing like that. It's well, it's kind of a bit. Well, oh, I can't tell you. I'll be able to tell you at the end of the month. And that's me guessing your news. Yeah, I guessed that, Trace. Oh, thank you, Matt. Bless you. I will. Why didn't anybody tell me 2024 was next year? I'll message you after the live, says Joe. Hope you're okay. Fine, Joe. I'm fine. And I can't say. It's just a change that I don't welcome. And as a result of the change, I might make a bigger change. And I really can't say any more than that. It's fine. I've not been sacked or made redundant, or nobody's hurt, nobody's dying. It's just a thing, and it's a change. And as I say, and I really can't, because, I was told in advance tonight in the strictest of confidence, and it's not going to be known generally for a while. It's highly unlikely that anybody concerned is going to be watching this live stream or catching up on this live stream afterwards, but I daren't risk it. A confidence is a confidence, isn't it? And I was literally filming, and suddenly the door opened. Turn that off. There we are. It's all good. It's not, it's not earth-shattering. It's just, I'm probably overstating it, in fairness. Well-known YouTube spanner. I didn't say that. I didn't mean to. These touche, Simon, aka Spanking Plankton. These bloated wounds live streams are funny. Best potatoes, says Trace. Roasted King Edwards. And, you're cheating there, Trace, because Simon clearly stated that you only had a choice of boiled or mashed, and you weren't allowed to know the type of potato. I mean, I quite like a crushed potato. I quite like a Jersey Royal that's been steamed, and then you just crush it gently, drizzle it with really good infused olive oil, season it, and roast it. They're amazing. God, I'm hungry now. But I'll be having the potatoes for my lunch tomorrow, either with emergency chicken or an emergency pie, because I had no chance of getting to the shop tonight, darlings. There was absolutely no possibility of that happening. I've been working my arse off running that pass. And it's been super, super hectic. I was doing the full Gordon Ramsay on the pass. I hate it for about the first 5-10 minutes. And then when I get into it, it's like it sounds silly to call it an extreme activity, but if you've ever worked in a professional kitchen during a full-on busy service, it is like an extreme activity. And like any activity, when you get sucked into it, and it's just head down and you're in it, my God, you just fly and you're high on adrenaline and time flashes by. And it leaves you kind of euphoric, but absolutely drained and exhausted. And it's surprisingly addictive, actually. So, yeah, I enjoyed tonight. Well, up until the time that I left, anyway. That went down the wrong hole, Vicar. He was seeing the next comment, sorry. Humphrey, son of Boaty, is here. Let's give him a round of applause. Good evening, Daddy. Good evening, sweet child of mine. Oh, no. I've angered Simon. Read the potato subject. Forget it. I'll not suggest out next time. And for those of you who aren't from the north, out means anything. OWT, not OUT. Yeah, Simon has taken great offence at as I have oh dear. Matt, move up. I need to join you on the naughty step. Simon has taken great offence because he deems me to have poo-pooed his potato suggestion, which, well, hang on, am I taking the blame for this? I mean, mashed and boiled, right, feature 2. Are mashed and boiled potatoes, when you don't know what kind of potato they are, effectively the same thing? And feature 3, is Simon justified in in being annoyed by my alleged poo-poo of his splendid suggestion? And feature 5, C, did I poo-poo his suggestion unfairly, or did I simply raise a justifiable quibble, stroke concern, stroke clarification over said whatever it was? Oh, I feel guilty now. Oh, dear me. Oh, God. The best, well, here you are, Simon. Barry is just no messing about. He's not questioned you. He's not quibbled. He's not done anything beginning with a Q. He's just given you an answer. Sorry, I'm just reading ahead. He's just giving you a straight answer to your feature. And he says, clearly, unequivocally, and categorically, the best potato is mashed. So there we are. Score 1 for mashed. And Simon is still ranting and calls me an awkward old mare. Which which I have to say is absolutely fair comment. I think awkward, oh God, spider or fly or something. Awkward old man is a very fair and accurate description of me, I would say. So I can't quibble with that. I shall not quibble. Trey says, I like a crushed roasted Jersey. Oh, Sophie Richardson is here and says, hi everyone. And Simon says, Sophie, run away. Thank you for joining us. You're very welcome. Jolly Juju is here and says, hello. Mashed. There we are. Oh, here we go. Right, I'm going to fiddle about with this. Simon has come up with his second feature of the live, which you have to name tonight, you guys. You've got to name this nonsense. So don't forget that. Get those guesses coming in. I'll screenshot them and possibly poo-poo them. Right, Simon says, if you could only watch one YouTube channel for the whole year, which would it be? Now, he then went on to add mashed or boiled, but I'm going to pretend he didn't, because that's a jolly good feature. So, feature 12. If you could only watch one YouTube channel for the whole year, which would it be? And I'm presuming that you can't or shouldn't say your own. And I'm going to think. Well, actually, I'm not going to think. My answer is going to be obvious. It would be Project Nigel. I'm just checking. Well, yeah, it would be. It would be. There would be many channels that I would miss dreadfully. Well, I don't know how many, but there'd certainly be quite a few. Well, there'd be some. There would be some, but yeah, I would miss mustards more than any of them. And I've got a professional interest in Mustard's channel. So, obviously that would be my answer, but I'd love to hear your answers. I really would. And if any of you say that it would be mine, then I know you're lying, so don't say it. I know it's my live stream at the moment, but seriously, if you say, oh, it would be Boaty's, obviously, I'll know that you're lying, so don't fib, tell the truth. Matt says resistance is futile, and seems like a bit of a non sequitur, but I'm going to call that a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference. Or was that resistance is useless? Or was it futile? God, I can't remember. It was it was the Vogon, wasn't it? I think the unnamed Vogon guard who was entrusted by Prostechnic Vogon Jelts to throw Ford and Arthur off the ship. Resistance is, I can't remember. Yeah, it was futile, wasn't it? So yeah, there we are. Yeah. Why should I run away, says Sophie. Quite right. Why should you? Don't even think about running away. You stay right where you are. I hope it's the correct item you needed. Otherwise, I blame Amazon. Joe, this is really sweet of you. Now, Joe watched one of my videos, which is sweet enough in itself. And Joe is, of course, a channel member, so gets immediate daily access to the daily diaries. And without saying a word to me or anybody else, he spotted in one of my diaries that I was making a sauce, and I was lambasting myself, my lovelies. That's a good word, isn't it? Write that down. That's got at least 3 syllables. Over the fact that 3, 4 or 5 years ago, my sauce whisk broke, and I've meant to replace it ever since, because I do make a lot of sauces, and I never have. And every time I make a sauce, I find myself using my smallest and also oldest wooden spoon that was inherited from my mother, and thinking I really must buy a sauce whisk. And that happens about 4 times a week. And Joe, bless his thoughtful little heart, ordered one for me. And, oh gosh. Ooh. Oh, hang on, let me have a look at that in the light. That's a bit different. I can't read that, it's too small. This looks quite funky. Now, I must admit that at first glance, well, I should show it to you, shouldn't I? Let's get it out of the packaging, shall I? Right, it doesn't want to come out of the packaging. Oh, bloody hell. Is this childproof or something? I can't get in. Oh, here we are. Here we are, here we are. Jesus Christ. Ah, there. Look at that. That's posh, isn't it? Now, if you'd have shown me that, I would associate that with one of those, what are they called? Cappuccino frothers or something like that. But, actually, what a fabulous little thing. That could be, and probably is, the perfect sauce whisk. It's a lot different and more impressive than the one it replaced. Now, the one it replaced was like a smaller version of a balloon whisk, which I'm just looking to see if I've got one handy to show you, and I haven't. But you all know what a balloon whisk looks like. And my sauce whisk was just a much, much smaller version of that. Whereas this is a whole different design. But looking at it, you can see that that would actually work tremendously well. Using it like a spoon, but it's got all of those doings there. That is actually fan-bleeding-tastic. And it is, oh, I can't read that. Just out of interest, I want to see what the official description is. No, I still can't read it. Oh. Don't get old, darlings. This is what you have to do when you get old. And you're in poor lighting. And you're in poor lighting and it's very small. You have to take a photo. Well, I mean, you could buy glasses. I don't really need glasses. It's only because the light is very poor. IPC, stainless steel, something, cooking, baking, and beeling. Well, I've got no idea what that's all about, but I think that is absolutely bloody fabulous. And Joe, bless you, you're such a lovely, thoughtful chap. I don't care what it says on that. Has anybody else got one like this, or am I really special? I reckon, well, you can see, that's going to be a perfect sauce whisk, especially when you're only making one portion of sauce. That'll be ideal for my smallest pan. Bless you, Joe, thank you. I shall put this, oh, I should wash it first, shouldn't I? Let's just see if it fits where the, oh, it fits better than the old one did. I'll stick it on the side because I really should wash it before using it. But depending on what I have tomorrow, oh, I could. I might actually use that for lunch tomorrow. Right, where did I get to? Thank you again, Joe. I'm genuinely grateful for that. And I will probably thank you every time I use it, which is likely to be about 4 to 5 times a week. I do like a sauce, my lovelies. I do like a sauce. And I like making a sauce. Oh, and do tune into the Daily Diaries where at some point this week, I can't remember which one, I remind you of the difference between a gravy and a jus. You wouldn't want to miss that, would you, you buggers? Matt says, I'll say mashed. Well, go on then. But I prefer my taters lightly fondled. Oh, I see. Sorry. Yeah, so you should be. Part-time in work, asks Mike. No, not that. Oh, this is interesting. Trace says new opportunities. As one door closes, another opens. Well, that is actually a possibility. In fact, that's a very real possibility, except that one door wouldn't be closing. It would just be that one door would be remaining as it was, but there would potentially be a new door that that would be, oh God, how can I say this? There would be a new door that led to the old room in a different house. God almighty, that doesn't even make sense to me. And I would be emotionally and torn between the two potential doors, and my loyalty would be torn as well. So it's not a disaster or anything like that. So please don't worry. But yeah, you know, every problem is also an opportunity, and there might be another opportunity. And welcome to Cryptic Night, says Simon. I think he's bought new pants. Oh, I'd love some new pants. I'm about due some new pants. These, my daily pants, they're just beginning to lose that ultimate elasticity. I mean, they're almost brand new. They can't be more than 2 years old. No, they're even newer than that. I bought these when I first started YouTube, because I remember talking about my pants situation on the way back from my first and only, since YouTube, trip to the East Coast that I did in Henrietta. Yeah, I did it in Henrietta Pine. And I got 3 really bad videos out of that. I got the main video. I was supposed to be going. It was supposed to be an Ivor Biggin themed pilgrimage. And I was supposed to be going to Sutton-on-Sea. I did go to Sutton-on-Sea, which of course was immortalised in Ivor Biggin's The Shadowbank trip. And I had this great idea. It was in the very early days of YouTube. And it was before I'd started going to Mustards on a Monday. And Monday used to be my road trip day. I went to North Wales, went to the East Coast, blah, blah, blah. And so it was the Ivor Biggin themed pilgrimage to Sutton-on-Sea. On the way to Sutton-on-Sea, I did an episode of Boaty's Bridges over the Dunham Toll Bridge. And on the way back, I did another episode of Boaty's Bridges over the Humber Bridge, because I did a detour and then wished I hadn't, because fucking hell, it's a scary bridge, is the Humber Bridge. Well, it is to somebody of my age anyway. Obviously it wouldn't have bothered me when I was young or merely middle-aged rather than being in God's waiting room. But when I got to Sutton-on-Sea, it was closed. So I went on to Mablethorpe. Now it gained me one of my lovely long-term subscribers, Gemma Bosworth. Excuse me. That's what it looks like to me, Joe, to be honest. It does look, it does look like a milk frother. And yeah, the one in the picture that you sent is the chap that I had before. But, well, you know, it's better, whatever it is, it's better than a wooden spoon, mate. So I'm happy and I'm grateful. Oh, I need to press that now. And then I need to do that. And I've had a text, which is quite important, but I'll deal with that afterwards, because right now, as always, you are my first priority. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I went to Mablethorpe and gained Gemma Bosworth, the lovely Gemma, as a very long-term and determined subscriber, who then went over to Mustards as well, and our joint channel, which is now called The Doings of Mustard and Boaty, and which, now that the threshold for partnership is 500 subs, we might start doing something with that again, because I think we've got close on 500 as it is. So we might start putting some stuff on there, or we might not be asked. You know, it's an even money shot, isn't it? What the fuck's that in my wine? Cheeky little fucker. There's a fly that has jumped into my wine and is drinking it. Can you believe that? He's doing the backstroke, the cheeky little bastard. Look at this. Can you see it? I'm having you out, son. Oh. Come out, you awkward little bastard. I can't get him. Ah, there he is. Look. Look. Hang on. Focus. In case you thought I was joking or exaggerating, look. A fly has committed suicide, drowned himself in my wine. Is it dead? I think it's moving. Is it moving? Or is it an ex-fly? Has it ceased to be? Oh no, it's definitely moving. It's definitely moving. It's going to be pissed. It's going to be pissed as a rat, isn't it? Well, the cheeky little... Well, I'll tell you what. We'll pop him down here. Just down there. We'll let him sober up. And hopefully he'll survive and fly away. Gosh, what a thing to happen during a live stream. He's definitely moving. He's definitely still with us. So, he definitely hasn't drowned. He's just going to be pissed, isn't he? Anyway, the point of all of that was that was about a year ago, or whenever the hell it was. And I remember vividly stopping at Safeways or Morrison's, whatever it is now, on the way home to get some bits for supper and talking about my desperate need for new underpants. In fact, yeah, I remember the first Project Nigel meet at the Yard of Dreams. And I remember talking at length about my underpants to the other people who attended it, which is probably why they never came to another one. So all of that means that these pants are like a year old. So I'm very disappointed in them and their longevity. Now, okay, they have a lot to deal with. You know, I have a lifestyle which is not kind to a pant or even a pair of pants. Look, he's walking down the spoon now. Can you see him? Let's get him into view. All right, mate. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. You're going to be moving a bit. Everything's probably... You can't see, can you? Where? There? Can you see there? There you go. Can you see him? He's hopped off. He's hopped off and he is now on the table, just here, underneath my finger. He's crawling about, probably saying, "You're my best pal, you are." He's probably looking for a kebab shop, isn't he? He's going to be drunk as a lord, bless his heart. Oh, well, I'm sure he's going to be okay. Let's crack on. So, is that enough about my underpants? I think it probably is, isn't it? Let's get back to you lot and some sanity. He's still crawling about on the table. He's, I mean, considering he's a fly, he's not locomoting in his accustomed method. He's, fucking hell, he's absolutely lagging, isn't he? He's wrecked. I'm in charge of a drunken fly. Hang on. I'm going to get a video of this. This can go in tonight's daily diary. Today's daily diary. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. I am currently in the middle of doing tonight's live stream. And in case you think I'm joking, look, I'm really not. There, you see? Oh, and that's my hat. And what has happened is a fly tried to commit suicide or just fancied a good drink and fell or dive bombed into my wine, which is here. And I fished him out, but as you can see now, he's no longer flying, and he's just crawling around looking for a kebab shop. Oh, there's his wings, and he's basically just as pissed as a rat. Mate, just get to sleep for 12 hours and have a bacon sandwich, you'll be fine. There you go, that's enough of that. Right, I'm back in the room. Well, that's a first for one of my live streams, isn't it? Where did I get to? Matt says I'll still be unpaid, I assume. Well, let's see what the other door brings, Matt. If I can, if things do change and I can engineer a slightly less unpaid position for you, then I most certainly will. But yeah, if you work on the premise that you'll probably continue to be unpaid, and you won't be too far wrong. Of course, Matt, no change in your contract, says Trace. Oh, I can't read that out. Too many of my live streams are getting demonetized. Earth-shattering is a weird phrase, says Simon. Would a planet be able to shatter? Well, yes. Surely they break apart. Shall we blow one up and find out? God. Bad Book says Boston new potatoes are the best. Not familiar with those. I'll have to try them. That hair, says Trace, is a widow's peak to end all widow's peaks. It ends at his nose. Who are you talking about? Me? Don't go giving me a complex. I remember feeling the euphoria of a good retail shift, says Trace. Oh, and feature 4, says Simon, knob off. Trace says, a very small bat just passed by the screen and entered Boaty's body then. John Maruzzi is with us and says, your channel, your live stream, your kitchen, your rules. Oh, well, there we are. I'm not qualified to be in charge of anything. I'm really not. Bad Book says, Coots have closed Boaty's bank account. I have been very amused by this ongoing story of Mr. Farage's bank account being closed. I love it when somebody like him throws his toys out of the pram because one of his privileges has been taken away. You know, it's like nanny not letting you have an iced bun for 11s, isn't it? Like when you're normally allowed to. Silly man. I mean, I've never met Nigel Farage and I don't suppose I ever will, but he's probably a perfectly decent chap to have a pint and a fag with. But in terms of political activity, he's a dangerous pain in the arse. I can't read that out. Good evening, one and all, says Ross. Dinosaur Dad. Been a hell of a busy week, finally here. Welcome. Hope everything's going going well for you. Oh, that's quite good, Matt. Hi, everyone. The joint stream. Oh, I see what you did there. I'm not reading that out either. God. Oh, right. A sensible answer to the which YouTube channel would you watch if you could only watch one per year? And Humphrey, son of Boaty, says, I would watch Hubnut. Good choice. Title nom, says Trace. Potatoes. Potatoes, mashed or boiled. Let's call the whole thing off. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Streetwise. Boaty's Ship World. At least I won't be bored, says Mike. Oh, this is interesting. Barry says, my mum forgot to buy rice once. She made curry with mashed potato and it was great. Oh, and Barry goes on to say, one channel only? I would watch the Peak District Viking. Another title nom. HHGTTG. Vogue on guard. Resistance is useless. Simon says, if I had to watch... Simon says, the little tinker, if I had to watch only one YouTube channel for a year, I'd watch Boaty's World because, well, nah. Quite right. Oh, well done, Trace. You checked and it is useless. I thought it was. Yeah, that's why I kind of questioned it. Yeah, but I wasn't certain, but I thought it was useless. Or at least I mentally questioned, well, not just mentally, I said it out loud. I did question that it wasn't futile, but there we are, same difference. Oh, and Simon says, I'd watch Fortnite, whatever that is. Bad Books would watch Old Classic Car. Matt is of the opinion that this is cutting edge entertainment, but I think he's being sarcastic. Nope, says Buddy, the Borg is resistance is futile, Star Trek. Oh, and Simon says resistance is futile is from the Borg in Star Trek. Well, I only watched the proper Star Trek. I didn't watch any of the others, so I don't know what the Borg is. Sounds like something you pick out your nose. YouTube channel for me, says Ross, would be Terrell's Classic Workshop. Simon asks, oh right, we're on to the sauce doobery now. Is that a medical hemorrhoid removal spoon? Oh, and Joe says, wait a second, that's not what I ordered. I ordered a small balloon whisk. Oh, right. And Trace says, it looks like a smear test thing for a large cervix. Thanks, Trace. I can't use that now, can I? Oh, Matt says, no idea why, but sometimes I get an email to say I have a new sub, but not always. I didn't know you had a channel, Matt, let alone a new sub. Well, we'd better all have a look out for that. What's it called? Oh, that was genuine, by the way. I do want to watch out for that. Adam says, I've just had a flashback to the Hitchhiker's scene where Arthur Dent talks about the plans for the bypass which they demolish his house for, in the cellar with the lights out and the stairs missing, on display at the bottom of a locked filing cabinet stuck in a disused lavatory with a sign on the door saying, beware of the leopard. Yeah, absolutely right. That's right at the beginning of the Hitchhiker's Guide when the Vogons have taken over every speaker in the world and transmitted their message. And somebody somehow managed to transmit a message back, which you don't get to hear. You only hear the Vogons' response, which was something along the lines of, what do you mean you've never heard of whatever it was? Was it SETI Alpha 5? It's only however many light years away, you know? For heaven's sake, mankind. Oh, no, it wasn't. Sorry, I've got that wrong. No, it was nothing to do with that. It was before that, wasn't it? Yeah, it was about his house demolition. And it was, what's his name? Prosser? Mr. I can't remember his first name. I'm sure it was Prosser. Yeah, Arthur's saying that he didn't get the notice about the new bypass, and it was explained to him that the plans were on display. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. Amazon have done me dirty, says Joe. Right. Simon says, top down arse whisk. I'll not be watching that review video. That should be the name of the live stream, except I'd have to take top down out. I've screenshotted that. That's brilliant. Title nom, says Trace. I really should wash it before using it. Joe says, if it won't do, I'll reorder the correct one and contact customer service, as it should have been a small stainless steel balloon whisk. Oh, bless you, Joe. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. And it was such a lovely thought. A gravy is hot and brown, says Simon. A jus is the person that lives with me. Sorted. Well, yeah, sort of. Hubby says when he loses his job, he can make pancakes. Right, I'm not reading that one out, Matt. Stop talking fucking doors for fuck's sake, says Mike, who is somewhat frustrated. Title nom, says Trace. Welcome to Cryptic Night. I think he's bought new pants. That's not bad, actually. Oh, God. Ross says he scored a job in Mackey's. All right, I'm going to admit something here. I did once, for a very specific reason, apply for a job in McDonald's, and I got an interview and then I got rejected. There you go. There's an epitaph. Rejected by McDonald's. Tells you all you need to know about me. Yeah, right, okay. You have to remove the front door because you received notice of a new door arriving soon, which in fact was the old door. It's complicated. It's complicated when I can't just tell you. Hubby says he's running on again. Title nom, a gravy is hot and brown. Subject suggestion, says Simon. That's tricky, chaps, words. Which is best, ants or bugs? And Mike says ants. Oh, God. Ha ha ha, says Trace. The bat has landed in his wine. Oh, God. Hang on. Flies here through their knees, apparently. Oh, God. Matt says, well, this is by far the best content for a long time. Bad Book says, that fly would have shat in your wine. It's all texture. Do flies actually shit? Or are they like birds where their excrement is poo and wee combined so that it's always liquid? Neil says, the way he's talking about his pants, I think I found where the fly came from. Right, this is now a full-on Thursday night live stream, isn't it? This is madness. Oh, God. No, I'm not reading those. I fucking love this absolute bollocks, says Mike. Boaty's David Attenborough impression. Fly stream. Wilson the fly. I better behave, says Matt. I just remembered he's joining me on the naughty step. Drunk fly, says Joe. Title nomination. Let's screenshot that. It's like the Blue Planet, but crap. I love that. If humans see double when pissed, asks John, how many eyes does the fly think it has? Jesus, Boaty just filmed me sat here in the... Are you naked again, Tracy? For God's sake, woman, put a nightie on. I tried pinging his phone while recording, damn it. Listening to Boaty run on drove you to suicide, you poor fly. Oh God. I'm not reading that, Matt. When does the real live stream start, asked Simon? The one with adverts for penny whistles and fire. You don't get that sort of good stuff on mine. You just get a drunken old fart rambling on into an elderly iPhone 6 and flies randomly committing suicide. Buddy says, original and next gen Star Trek for me. John Pertwee and Tom Baker, the only Doctor Who's. Oh God. Matt says, my channel is like the A-Team, almost impossible to find, and you only need it if you're desperate. Matt, that is a brilliant description. You should make that part of your channel description. That's really good. My whole chat section just vanished. I now have 4 comments under the all comments bar thingy. I pity the fool, says Barry. And apparently Matt has already got 11,991 subscribers. Oh God, I've reached the end of the comments. And that wouldn't surprise me, because I firmly believe that Matt is going to be by far and away the most successful of us all. Right. Oh God, we've got 2 minutes remaining before I go and lie down in a darkened room. What would you like to talk about for 2 minutes, darlings? I will just say thank you so much for this week. As always, but I've really loved this week. I love these live streams. I love being with you. And I just want to, oh, bless them. Just spoken to Amazon, says Joe. And this is a private ping, but I'll read it out anyway. Must be a shipping error. So they have sent out a replacement of my order and promised me it will be the correct item. So hopefully in a day or two it will arrive for the whisking joys. Oh, bless you, Joe. Talk about going above and beyond. I'm really, really grateful. And that leads on to where I was just saying how grateful I am to all of you guys. That was quite a recovery with the comments, yeah. No, seriously, I'm so grateful for you lot making this whole thing what it is. And the live streams, the videos, it's sod all to do with me. It's all about you. You guys make it. And, you know, those of you who've got your own channels, honestly, I wish you nothing but the best with them. And I love the fact that we're all part of this mad little community. And, yeah. I count myself incredibly fortunate. Oh God, am I going to get serious right at the end of a Thursday night mad live stream, which is just about to finish. But yeah, I value this massively. It's made all that it's virtually been life changing for me. You know. The friends I've made, the community, and I do count you all as friends, even if I've not met you yet. And I really value this time that we've got together, that we have together. I value you all massively, and I'm really, really grateful to you all. And I'm just thinking that maybe I don't quite say that often enough. So I'm not going to cry, Simon. Ross says, is there a Sunday afternoon live stream? Yeah, there's going to be. I was for a while now. I've been asked about the possibility of doing a live stream at lunchtime at a weekend for those who can't do the late night ones. It was Gemma who asked first, actually, and Gemma is a very long-term subscriber. She can't do these late night lives, and she asked about the possibility of a lunchtime one. As have other people, and so yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. And this Sunday will be, I haven't thought of the exact title yet, but it's basically going to be a live stream for those like me who can't make it to the meetup at the Yard of Dreams. So it's going to be a kind of best of the rest, you know. Well, you lot are enjoying yourselves. We'll console ourselves with the live stream. And I am of a mind to make it into a regular thing, Sunday lunch live or something like that. I'd even be half tempted to do one on a Saturday as well. Not long ones, not massively long ones, but half an hour or an hour, and you know, maybe I'll be able to catch up with different people, because these live streams, which I adore, they're very antisocial, aren't they? Because of the timing. Now, I can't help that. Obviously, I have to fit it around my work. But it might be nice to do them at the weekend as well. Now, obviously, a lot of you are going to be doing your thing, enjoying yourself, shopping, relaxing, going to car shows, going to meet Mustard at the Yard of Dreams. But if I do them as a regular thing, it just might be an opportunity to, for those who can't make it on the late night ones, to join in a bit. And if I don't get as many people or whatever, then that doesn't matter. So, yeah, there will be one on Sunday. Hang on. Everyone needs to go to the Yard on Sunday. I would encourage anybody who can to go to the Yard on Sunday. I can pretty much guarantee you'll enjoy it. Well, you will enjoy it. You'll meet a lovely bunch of people, and I believe you'll be going on a nice run out, if you fancy it, after the social meet in the Yard. So if you can go, please do. If you can't, then there will be a live stream and more opportunities to come. We've got some ideas in that direction, actually, but yeah, I'm sorry I can't make it. I would have loved to have seen you all, but logistically, with Saturday night and Sunday night at the restaurant, I just can't make it work for me. It's I've done it a couple of times before. It was a bit of a killer, but I've got so much more on now that it really just isn't possible. But you'll have a fabulous day. Do go if you can, and I hope you enjoy it. And for those that can't, I will be doing a live. Oh my God, a Yard stream on Sunday, says Trace. What time? No, not a Yard stream. Well, there might well be a Yard stream. I'm sure that one or two or more might well do live streams from the Yard. That will be in the morning. I will be doing a Sunday afternoon live stream. Probably, it's probably going to be something like 12:30 to 1:30, something like that. So it won't, if anybody is living from the Yard, that's going to be before 12. So it's not going to interfere with that. And I am, we'll see how it goes, but I am thinking of making it a regular thing and doing, doing a Saturday and Sunday lunchtime live. So, yeah, if you've nothing better to do pop in. But obviously you'll always be able to catch up on, to catch up on catch up. It's YouTube, isn't it? That's what it's all about, catching up. Because it'll be daylight, then, maybe I can mix them up a bit and move about a bit, and it won't just be me sitting at the table of doom. But we'll see how it goes. We'll have a bit of a play with it. Where did I get to? Adam says, I do think the live streams are a cornerstone of the community, like little miniature car meets, but ones that I enjoy. Yes, indeed. And Trace agrees with that. Joe says, my car will be at the Yard of Dreams, but I won't be. But technically, I'm kind of there. You will indeed, Joe, and yeah, Michael Jackson will definitely be there, and you will be there. Well, it's going to be sometime next month, isn't it? And I'm looking forward to meeting up with you and hopefully having a bit of a road trip and a lunch and getting you on video, whether you like it or not. You're up. Oh, Simon says, oh, I could stream from the yard. What time is Boaty doing his? Well, I've answered that. Matt's going to live stream Simon doing a live stream. Oh, and Simon says, I'll avoid your time then, Boaty. Well, you don't have to. I'm not precious about it. Mine's going to be probably a regular thing anyway, so if they coincide because you're doing a special thing, you just crack on. It's fine. I don't mind. People can just catch up on mine. I'm just going to be doing it. I think if you're going to do a live from the yard and you're doing a run out, then I would imagine you're going to be leaving the yard. You'll have left the yard by the time I start mine, I imagine. I might do it a bit later. I might do it 1 till 2, if that would help. But it doesn't matter if they coincide. Yours will be more interesting because that's where everybody's going to be. So, you know, it's fine. I'll just waffle on a bit and people can get it on catch up. I know you do, Trace. You're an absolute blessed puppet. Joe's looking forward to the lives on Sunday. Boaty's bath time broadcast. I did one of those, Ross. I did a short when I was in the bath. And do you know what? This is something I've been planning. I've been planning doing a live while I'm actually in the bath. And I've even experimented with camera positions. I need... I really want to do it. I'm just terrified of there becoming a gap in the foam and I get arrested. Oh God. Oh, brilliant, Joe. That sounds great. And on that note, darlings, I've got people to do and things to see, and I've got some text to reply to and stuff. Oh, and I've got to, oh yeah, there's something else I've got to do. And yeah, so I'm going to let you head off to bed. Thank you again. It's been a brilliant week. It's been a brilliant month. It's been a fabulous year. And everything's just wonderful at the moment, isn't it? So, yeah. Let's say our good nights and oh, that's very kind. Somebody's just left a very kind comment on a video. But let's get you off to bed with some nice farting. Here we go. There we go then, darlings. Thank you once again. I wish you all the safest and most peaceful of nights. Gosh, Thursday night, isn't it? I hope you all have the most fabulous weekend. To those of you who are going to the Yard of Dreams on Sunday, have a fabulous time. I wish I was going to be there with you. The rest of you, I'll see some of you hopefully on Sunday afternoon, and the rest of you I will catch up with on Monday. So just take care of yourselves. Have the best day that you can tomorrow, and much love to you all. Sleep tight. Bye bye.